Hey, what's up, guys? What we're going to do today is a tiny modification to this strap that's from a little Casio. I think it's a 3224. It was like an $18 Casio I got at Walmart. I ended up putting the strap on my Vostok. They're both 18 millimeter. This strap is actually superior than to the Vostok strap. And what we're going to do is shave down the edges of this guy a little bit so that it fits the lugs. Um, the Casio it came off of is a square, so whether this flares here or not will be inconsequential. However, it annoys me with the lugs on the Vostok. How are we going to do that? What we're going to do is mark our line from our lug with some pencil. And use this file. I'm going to try and just file this thing down in one go. I don't know if it's going to work. This is an experiment. That's part of the fun of this hobby. Just goofing around, seeing what works, and rolling with it, right? Like, I'm not going to lose sleep if I mess up this bracelet or this strap. It was nothing. I mean, it's less than a. Oh, of course, I wiped it off. Yeah, this strap belongs to a watch. It costs less than like a burrito and two beers. Okay, like if this doesn't work out, I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. If it does work out, I'll be a lot happier. Is that even working? Barely. Oof. All right. No, no dice there. All right. We're gonna go to Plan B, fellas. Let me pause this real quick. How do I do that? All right, we're back. I was really hoping that file would work out, but the rubber is just too soft. So what's Plan B? We're gonna go brute. We're just gonna try and, oh man, is that in frame? Yep. I'm going in, boys. Wish me luck. Okay. I'm fucking up my desk. That's okay. IKEA don't matter. IKEA don't care. Get it? Yep. Maybe one more. I'll hit it with the file again. Not bad. It doesn't gotta be perfect. I don't really care about this thing too much. This is something I've been wanting to do for a bit. I'm finally getting around to. Wow, that rubber is firm. Usually a box cutter will just blow through stuff. But come on, baby. Where are you at? Jesus. Shouldn't need to saw with a box cutter. Maybe my blade is toast. Oh well. I'll make it work, right, guys? Poor desk. Poor desk. Ooh, that's ugly. That is ugly. Let's see. Maybe I could clean it up. Any of you guys football fans? American football? I'm based out of San Diego, so I go for the the LA Chargers. It's just hard to change. Um, Spend your childhood, my 20s, rooting for this team, and then they move. They're still the closest team to San Diego, though, so I mean they're not that far, just a couple hundred miles north. All the games are still on TV. It's actually better because when they were here, the games would be blacked out, and now they're not. They're all on TV. Um, the next closest team would obviously be the LA Rams, which I feel no affection for. I don't really care about them. And then after that would be the Arizona Cardinals, which they're in Glendale, Arizona, which I think is probably like 400 miles away. Oh shit, sorry. Um, so I don't know. A lot of people hold a grudge against the Chargers for leaving, but yeah, much better. But I mean, I don't. It's a business. It sucks they're gone. Um, I wish San Diego had an NFL team still. But all things considered, they're still super close. LA is, you know, they're in Inglewood. I think that's like an hour and 40 minutes away. It's when you think about how huge this world is, that's not that far. One thing that I learned recently that's kind of a crazy perspective is that Amsterdam to Paris is roughly the same distance in travel time as LA to Las Vegas, which is it's crazy. I mean, it really puts in perspective how big the United States are. Um, where you're cutting through multiple countries and you're barely crossing a state line in this country. Um, it's just massive, this place we live. I think that might be good. That's good enough for me. And on to the other side. Hopefully I don't mess this up. Is this in frame? Okay. So anyways, if you're an NFL fan, how's your team doing? My Chargers are breaking my heart every week. And the San Diego Padres just got knocked out of the playoffs. They were a couple games away from getting in the World Series for the first time since my childhood. I think the last time they got in was 98. Before that, I believe 84. When they went in 98, I remember it. But they went up against the 98 Yankees, which I don't know. I'm not much of a baseball guy, but I hear in late 90s, I hear Yankees. I'm thinking those dudes are roided up. I think they're on the juice. And that might be unfair. They might not be. But I don't know. I don't remember much about that World Series at all. I did go to one of the playoff games. I don't remember against what team. But one of my uncles took me and said it was an important game. And I'll always remember it. And I do. I do remember it. Unfortunately, I don't remember what the team was. It wouldn't be that hard to find out. Wikipedia would tell me. Maybe even the Padres website. It's not that important. This year, they got knocked out by the Philadelphia Phillies. And the Padres and the Phillies, neither team was supposed to even be in the playoffs. They both were kind of average throughout the season. Maybe even below average. I know the Padres were a little bit below average. But, fuck, I kicked it again. Sorry about that. Okay. It's better than it was, in my opinion. So that's the end of the Padres season. At least they got in the playoffs. They knocked out LA, which was nice because if you don't know, like the Padres have always kind of been the little brother to the Dodgers. The Dodgers kick their ass. It's like I don't have a brother, but if I did and it was a bigger brother, I would imagine like anytime I tried to get tough or like speak up, he'd just kick the shit out of me. And that's kind of how it has been with the Dodgers forever. They're a bigger market team. They have more money. They get better players. They come to San Diego and they take over the ballpark. And I don't know. They just always beat up on the Padres. So it was really nice to kick them out of the playoffs. Um, and oh, there we go. Got it. And they had like one of the best seasons in all baseball that's ever happened. I think they had like 120 wins or something out of like 150 games. I don't know. I'm not much of a baseball guy. So they had like 120 wins and the Padres had 85, 86, something like that. So, underdog kicked him in the mouth. And rivalry game. That's what it's all about. That's why you play the game, right? If it was just going to be like the team with the better record was supposed to go, then why even play the playoffs? And then you start going down that road, why even play the regular season? The fuck, right? Alright, let's see if maybe I could do it this time. Sorry. So baseball season's over. But football season is maybe a third complete. It's underway. But goddamn Chargers, man. Can't catch a fucking break. They're their own worst enemies. They got this outstanding quarterback in Herbert. Maybe I could break a piece off of it. Damn, that's it. I don't got any more blade. Fuck me. So they got this outstanding quarterback in Herbert. But their play calling is ass. They don't let him fucking throw it. This dude is throwing like little 5-yard passes and shit. When he could fucking chuck the thing 50 yards if he wanted to. And they've had some injuries, I'll give them that. Their number one wide receiver, Keenan Allen, he had a fucked up hamstring, which you can't really rush back from. Otherwise, if you rush back from a hamstring and you re-aggravate it, you're just going to be out longer. So it's better to just be patient with it. Herbert is dealing with a rib cartilage injury, which supposedly is incredibly painful, but not like it's not a major injury to end the year. Thankfully, that would suck. So they were supposed to be like Super Bowl favorites at the start of the season, but that was wrong. They're average. They're an average team, which I don't know. Being an average team, it's a weird position to be because 1 second, take a sip. You don't got really anything to be excited about. Because you don't get to be excited about what's happening this year. Jesus, fuck. And so, like, if your team is good, right? You're excited about this year. You're like, fuck yeah, these guys are going to go to the Super Bowl. They're going to kick some ass in the playoffs. They're going to win their next game. They're going to shit on these division rivals. And then if your team is bad, you get next year to look forward to. You go, all right, this might not be our year, but next year we're going to be able to draft well because the way the draft is set up, the worst teams get the higher pick. They might get a nice rookie out of the draft from college if they're not good. But then when you're kind of like the average middle team, you don't get either one of those. You're not excited about this year, and you're not excited about next year. You're just like stuck in limbo. I don't know if you guys have felt that, but it definitely stinks. It takes the fun out of it. And like, football is my main sport that I enjoy. I understand it the most. I think mostly because I used to play Madden a lot with friends. So I understand the defensive strategy, offensive strategy, no problem. Special teams even. So like, I was looking forward to it all summer. There's high hopes. Like I said, there was allegedly a favorite to get to the Super Bowl. So to have all this anticipation and then disappointment. It's the life of a San Diego sports fan. Honestly, it's just disappointment, and pain. Thankfully, I don't take any of it too serious. It's not my life. I'm not out there playing on the field. I've got my own problems, right? I've got bills to pay and family to worry about. There we go. That might be the way. I think I found the... There we go. So, it's disappointing, but I don't let it mess with me. Wow, that side came out much better than the other side, but that's alright. So, basically the reason I'm doing this video is to potentially make someone who's watching this a little more confident to alter their stuff. Did I get it first try? There we go. So like, there we go. I don't know. It's not the prettiest. It's not professional. I might go back with a lighter. Ooh, do I have a lighter here? Yes. And I'm just gonna melt these little frays off. But the reason I wanted to do this video was to just show it's okay to mess with your stuff. It's okay to alter it. I own this fucking strap. Casio doesn't own this strap. I do. Right? Like, if I want to trim it, I'm going to trim it. If I don't like the way it looks 100%, I'm going to adjust it. It is what it is, you know? Like, I'm the one wearing it. Fuck them. And you can see that it took, what was that? I don't know. What's the time on this video? 5 minutes? 10? Whatever. And now I'm happy with it. Now I don't have those weird little wings. I don't have those fitment issues. And you got to improvise. Look at that. Pulled the lighter out of the magic drawer. Now I'm stoked. Now I'm happy. I won't be bugged. So have fun with your stuff. Tweak it. Adjust it. Make it your own. You're the one wearing it. Do what you will. Change your straps around. Adjust them. Tweak them. Whatever. And hopefully your sports teams are giving you more pleasure than mine. Respect to the Phillies. I'll be rooting for the Phillies since they knocked the Padres out. They're in the World Series. I'm going to keep going for the underdogs. Neither one of us were supposed to be there. So go Phillies and go Chargers and fuck the Raiders forever. Deuces.